Hello everyone. My name is Brian. I am one of the co-founders here at Dynasty Xchange. And today what I want to do is welcome you first off to the Dynasty Xchange University, also known as DXU. If you are watching this video right now, you are just now entering the Dynasty Xchange University and going on your first adventure with Forex trading. And what we're going to do here throughout this whole university is get you prepared to be able to become an independent trader. Okay, that's our main focus here, is to make sure that you feel comfortable when you graduate from this university, that you can go off on your own and implement the skill set of trading without needing us at all. Okay, you know, we're going through some tough times right now with everything going on with COVID and stuff, so we really want people to be able to independently make money and not have to rely on anything, not have to rely on customers, a product, none of that. With this skill set, you pretty much can make money no matter what is going on in the world. Okay, it is not like stock trading in the sense that if you have something like the pandemic or anything like that that happens, that really affected the New York Stock Exchange. Not the case here. I'll explain why in just a second. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Again, welcome to DXU. I look forward to seeing you in more videos in the future on some of our live calls, our live classes, all that good stuff. If you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our educators or myself or Caesar. We're very hands-on. We really enjoy helping you guys and making sure that you are successful in becoming that independent, long-term, profitable trader. Okay, so what we're going to do in today's video is we are going to talk about what Forex is. What is Forex? Why are you even here? What is it that you're that you're here to learn? Okay, so intro to Forex. We're just going to go over what Forex is, and then I'll see you guys on the next video. So, brought to you by Dynasty Xchange, presented by myself, Brian Dupuis. So what is Forex? What is Forex, guys? Okay, I know you guys have probably heard a lot about it, but what is it? What exactly is Forex? Okay, well, it stands for foreign exchange, and that translates to the exchange of currencies worldwide. Okay, in short, Forex is the global financial market. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you guys are familiar with the NYSE, the New York Stock Exchange, that is a national financial market. And people might think that that's the biggest financial market in the world, and it is the biggest national financial market in the world. It does billions of dollars a day of volume, each and every day. Okay, billion with a B. It's a lot of money that goes through that market. But Forex, the Forex market, is a global financial market. Okay, it is the market of markets, if you will. Okay, if you've traveled outside of your country, chances are you actually participated in foreign exchange. Okay, what I mean by that is, if you went to one of those currency counters when you got to the country you're going to, if you went to Europe and you went to one of those currency counters, exchange counters, okay, and you said, hey, I need to get some euros so I can purchase stuff and go out and do whatever it is I want to do while I'm there in Europe. Well, in order to do so, you have to exchange your country's currency. If you're here in the US, you would exchange your US dollars for euros. Now, in order to do that, what you might not know on the grand scheme of things is that between every currency in the world, there's what we call an exchange rate. Okay, an exchange rate. Now, that exchange rate fluctuates every millisecond. It's always fluctuating. It could be fluctuating because of news. It could be fluctuating because of the market. It doesn't matter. It's always fluctuating. No matter what day it is, what time it is, it's always fluctuating. Okay. Now, when you exchange your currency for that country's currency, what they do when they push that button, an exchange rate gets locked in. And that is the exchange rate that you get when you swap currencies. Okay. If you've done this before and then you go to exchange that currency back for your own currency, And you might realize that it's not the same as it was when you went prior. Well, that's why, guys, because the exchange rate between those two currencies fluctuates, okay? Now, the difference between what we do at those exchange counters and what we do in trading Forex, we don't do it in person, okay? We do it digitally through a Forex trading platform. So it is similar to stocks, as it also uses graphs to track price movement. Now, every type of trading that you do uses graphs to track the price movement. You could be trading stocks, you could be trading water, you could be trading oil, doesn't matter. Whatever you're trading, in order for you to track the price, you have to look at the chart, okay? And that's how you track the value of whatever it is you're looking at on the screen, okay? If it's a stock, that's how you track Apple stock. You have to look at the screen to watch the graph or chart, whatever you want to call it, to see what the value is trending at, okay? Same thing with water, same thing with anything. If you want to see the price, track the price, you have to look at a graph, okay? So it is similar to stocks in that sense, but very different in many other senses. So in Forex, we trade currency pairs, okay? Currency pairs instead of companies like Nike, Apple, Amazon, yada, yada, okay? Now, the best analogy that I have, guys, and I love to use this analogy because it really does help a lot. I have an example here on the screen. US dollar JPY, that's what that stands for. USD/JPY, US dollar versus JPY. Now, what that is, those are the two currencies, okay? Now, the best analogy that I like to use for this is, think of this. Everybody in the world knows the concept about team sports. You might not know the rules of the specific sport like football or soccer. You might not know the rules, but everybody knows the concept of team sports. And what is that? Well, we have two teams that are competing against each other to win a game, right? Two teams competing against each other trying to win a game. Now, what I like to say is, think of these two pairs, okay, as two teams competing against each other to get more valuable, okay? They want to get more valuable than the other. Now, in any team sport, what do we have? We have a home team and we have an away team, right? Home team and an away team. Now, and this is going to make sense in a couple of slides because I'm going to really break it down. But I want you to embed this in your head. We have a home team and we have an away team. Okay. Now, in Forex, I like to say that the first pair, in this case the US dollar, the first pair is always the home team and the second pair is always the away team. Okay. So US dollar is the home team, JPY is the away team. Okay. So now, basically what this is this is a game. The two teams that are playing in the game, okay? Now, remember, hold on to that. Really embed that into your head. We have a home team and an away team. Because in a couple of slides, I'm going to break that down and it's going to make so much sense to you. I'm really going to break down how simplistic the concept of trading Forex is, okay? Now, possibilities of trading. As most people know, investing in general can sustain a considerable amount of risk. That's why we always highly, highly recommend only using dispensable capital. What is dispensable capital, you ask? Well, dispensable capital is if you put $500 in your hand and I ran by and I snatched it and you never saw me again, it would not hinder your finances, okay? That's what dispensable capital is. Now, after gaining the proper knowledge and using your discipline, in time you can begin to replace your current income and work on doubling, tripling, and even 10 timesing that income, okay? Which is going to help you find that financial security, all right? Now, notice I said in time you can begin to replace your current income, okay? This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. That's not what we're here to teach you. We are here to teach you a skill set that will help you build financial freedom, help you build towards generational wealth, okay? This is a skill set that you can pass on to your kids if you want, all right? You can even learn it with them now, okay? And then you see doubling, tripling, and even 10 timesing. There's no limit to the amount of money you can make. There's not somebody sitting on the other end while you're placing trades saying, "Oh no, you can't have that. You made $1,000 this week. So that's all you can make." Oh well, you've turned $1,000 into $100,000 in 90 days or 120 days. That's it. That's all you can do this year. No, there is nobody telling you that there's a restriction on how much money you can make. Okay, as long as you are not using some sort of software, robot software that brokers do not allow, there's no limit to how much money you can make. Okay, after as little as a year or less, okay, a year or less of studying and trading with a decent account size, it is possible to see 6 figures or more. Okay, it all depends on the individual and how they implement the skill set. Okay, one thing I want you guys to know. This is the first video of the beginner course. The first thing I want you to know, okay? Learning Forex is not complicated. Pretty much anybody can learn the skill set. It's implementing the skill set that is very complicated, can be very hard, okay? So that's what we're here to do. We're here to help you figure out and fast track you how to implement the skill set properly, so you can become a long-term profitable trader, all right? So Forex versus stocks. We spoke about the New York Stock Exchange and how it was the biggest national financial market in the world. By far, it makes more money than every other financial market in the world combined, okay? That's how big the New York Stock Exchange is. Now, Forex versus stocks. This is going to give you an idea of just how much money, how much volume goes through the Forex market. Remember, it's not a national market. It is the global financial market, okay? The daily volume for the New York Stock Exchange is upwards of, let's say, 200 billion per day, okay? 200 billion per day. It's a lot of money, but I'm here to tell you, it's a fraction of the amount of money that goes through the Forex market, okay? Over $6 trillion goes through the Forex market. $6 trillion in a day. Trillion with a T. To give you an idea of that, if this little monster, sorry, I'm blocking it. If this little monster right here was the New York Stock Exchange, this monster, remember, 200 billion, this monster right here is the Forex market. 6 trillion, over $6 trillion. So imagine if you could just capture a nano fraction of that as profits. That's the type of money you can make, okay? Just people are just flooding their money into the Forex market. Now, something I want to point out. This is what banks in major institutions invest in. They don't worry about the stock market. They don't worry about options. They don't worry about futures, all that mumbo jumbo. They put their money into here, okay? When you deposit your money into a bank account, when you deposit $10,000 into a bank account, a savings account, by law, they are not required to keep your money in the bank. They can pull out a certain percentage, and it's a very high percentage. It used to be 90%. I don't know what it is now. It used to be 90% they can pull out and do whatever they want. They can invest in whatever they want. Do you know where they invest their money? Do you know where they invest your money? Into the Forex market. To make hundreds of thousands of dollars on your money. And what do they give you in return, guys? 1% a year, okay? Don't stand for that anymore. Build your own bank account and do it through the Forex market, okay? So how does Forex work? This is where we're going to revisit the home team and the away team, okay? This, my friends, is just how simple Forex is. If you think, remember, the money is in the graph, right? The money is in the graph, okay? We have to look at the graph to be able to make money, okay? So, how does Forex work? So if we think that the graph, remember we were talking about the US dollar and the JPY, home team in green, away team in red, okay? If we think that the graph for this game, okay, is going to go up, we're saying we believe that the home team is going to be more valuable than the away team. Okay? If we think the graph is going to go up, we believe the home team is going to be more valuable than the away team. Now, if we think the opposite, that the graph is going to go down, then we believe that the away team is going to start getting more valuable than the home team. That's as simple. It's that simple, guys. Okay? Now, there's one or two more details, but that's pretty much as simple as it is. Now, let's compare it to stocks. If we're looking at a graph for Apple and the graph goes up, what's happening? Well, we're making money if we own stock in Apple, right? And if it goes down, what is happening? We are losing money, right? The graph goes up, we are making money. The graph goes down, we are losing money when it comes to stocks. And why is that? Well, we're only tracking, when we're doing stocks, that chart is only tracking the price movement of one entity, okay? In Forex, remember, we have two entities. Both, that one chart is tracking both entities, okay? So when the chart goes up, the home team is getting more valuable than the away team. When the chart goes down, the away team is becoming more valuable than the home, okay? So now let's go back really quick. Now, in order to make money, we have to place trades. And what we do is we place a buy or we place a sell. Okay? We place a buy or we place a sell. That's the only trades we can do. We place a buy and we place a sell. Now, if we place a buy on this game, okay, we place a buy on this game, we believe that the home team is going to start getting more valuable than the away team. Okay? We place a buy, we are rooting for the home team. On the other end, if we place a sell, then we believe that the away team is going to start getting more valuable than the home team. Okay? If we place a sell, we are rooting for the away team. Now, this is how simple it is. This is the concept of Forex trading, guys. Simply put, if you place a buy, you're rooting for the home team and you want the graph to go up. If you place a sell, you're rooting for the away team and you want the graph to go down. That's it. That's the concept of Forex. It's that simple. Don't let the graph intimidate you. Don't let people that you've spoken to intimidate you. Don't let things that you've heard, rumors you've heard, anything like that intimidate you. This is how simple Forex, the concept of Forex is. Okay? I'll say it again. If you place a buy, you're rooting for the home team, which is the first pair, okay? And you want the graph to go up. If you place a sell, you're rooting for the away team, the second pair, and you want the graph to go down. If the graph goes down, you make money. If you're rooting for the home team and you placed a buy and the graph goes up, you make money. Okay? Now, what did I just say about the New York Stock Exchange? If Apple, the graph goes up for Apple, you're making money. If the graph goes down, you're losing money. Here you have the ability to make money on both sides of the trend. Okay? Trend can go up, and if your analysis says to root for the home team, you make money. If your technical analysis says to root for the away team and the graph goes down, you make money. Okay? So with that said, guys, that is it. Trading sessions we will do in one of the next recordings. So with that said, guys, we'll see you on the next video. I look forward to seeing you then.